feelings about the traffic in Los Angeles. It says something that local officials warned motorists about a temporary roadwork closure on the 405 last year by calling it Carmageddon. Angelenos took the hint, and this weekend they're expected to steer clear of the latest 405 closure, named, of course, Carmageddon 2. That's how it is in L.A., a snarl of overstuffed freeways and commuters who keep their cool, except when they don't. KPCC's Stephen Cuevas has this profile of a punk rocker whose music expresses the insanity of L.A. traffic while extolling the virtues of public transit.
Couple of things you need to know about Eddie Solis. He lives in L.A., loves the band Kiss, and does not own a car.
Being someone who's from L.A., born and raised, and, having a few cars in my past, I saw the city much differently, through a different perspective, through the eyes of a bus rider.
Want to just go all the way to the back? Sure.
Line 18, Wilshire, Western Station.
Just steps from the front door of his home, across the street from a tortilla factory in LA's Boyle Heights neighborhood, Solis catches a bus that connects him with the city's subway and the commuter train he catches to his day job at an indie record label in Hollywood.
It just opened me up to little neighborhoods, galleries, clubs, bars, just everything. Just seeing what's out there, little pockets of the city.
Solis's journeys aboard LA buses and subway cars informs a lot of the material on The New Los Angeles Part 1, Through the Eyes of a Bus Rider, the latest release by the singer-guitarist band It's Casual. In Solis's vision of a new Los Angeles, people abandon their cars, climb aboard public transit, and rediscover their communities. One song extols the virtues of the LA County Metropolitan Transit Agency's Easy Pass and the urban underbelly it introduces to the rider.
And that's a nod and homage to, the people who know what you could even go cheaper and really beat the system and really steer away from spending money on gas and oil profits and all that. Is all it takes for me to witness racial tension, for me to witness illegal aliens. It's not to paint a negative picture, it's just my perspective of what is seen. Easy pass.
I got a funny backstory.
Off the bus and back on the street, we make our way past a jazz saxophonist playing for pocket change and down a long escalator to catch a train.
So, where are we now?
We're at the Red Line station, the Pershing Square station in downtown LA.
And what's our destination?
We're going to go downstairs another tier, and in about 5 minutes we're going to get on the Red Line going northbound.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's go.
The Metro Red Line snakes from North Hollywood to downtown Los Angeles. It's the train that inspired It's Casual's signature tune and spawned a viral internet video. It was partly filmed late at night on a moving train as it hurtles from station to station. Solis thrashes away on his guitar and barks the lyrics, which celebrate the Red Line and call out the congested freeways that coil around Los Angeles.
Este es un tren del Metro Red Line a North Hollywood.
The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the 210, the freeways are not so nice.
The thread that comes out of the record that ties everyone together is just be alive, don't be a victim of having a car.
An MTA spokesman said he couldn't comment on Eddie Solis's furious pro-Metro message, but the Red Line video was a hit at the offices of Move LA.
Eddie's done a good job. Thank you, Eddie.
It's the public transportation advocacy group headed by former Santa Monica Mayor Denny Zane. He liked the juxtaposition of Solis blissfully riding LA public transit in one scene with scenes of the band raging against those notorious freeway jams.
Eddie is all frantic when he talks about highways and so mellow when he's grooving on a skateboard and on the bus and on the Red Line. There's a metaphor for the transformation, from the, oh my God, I just got to get out of the traffic to, hey, this is cool. I can mellow out.
Or you can blast the tune like Too Many People as you claw your way across Los Angeles by car, bus, or skateboard.
Los Angeles, there's too many people. I want them to go away, even though it means they're afraid.
Too Many People could also be a motto for It's Casual. Over the years, the band whittled itself down to a power duo of Solis and a rotating cast of drummers. So you may think the burly, bearded punk rocker just can't get along with freeways, with people, or his native L.A. Not true.
I love it. I love everything about it. I've traveled throughout the U.S. many times, and I could never look forward enough to coming back. The weather, the different cultures, the landscape. I was just like, you know what? Now I know everyone moves to L.A.
Solis will bring the love and the volume during a Red Line mini tour next month. It's Casual will play a different venue within walking distance of several Red Line metro stops from Union Station to West Hollywood. For the California Report, I'm Stephen Cuevas.
That's the California Report, a production of KQED Public Radio in San Francisco. Our director this week is Nina Thorson. Sil Muller is our technical producer. We had additional engineering from Danny Bringer and Howard Gelman. Thanks to Hank Hadley at KCBX. Our online team includes Lisa Pickoff-White, David Marks, and Don Clyde. Our interns are Catherine Borgeson and Rachel Johnson. Tyke Hendricks is our elections editor with production help from Tina Lauerberg. We had editing support from Paul Rogers. Victoria Malione is our associate senior producer. Ingrid Becker is our senior producer. The news director is Bruce Kuhn. I'm Rachel Myro. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend. This is the California Report.
Funds for the California Report are provided by the James Irvine Foundation, expanding opportunity for the people of California and supporting the California Report since its premiere in 1995. And the California Endowment. Health happens in schools at calendow.org. And Chevron, investing in renewables, strengthening communities, and creating jobs. More information at chevron.com.
The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the 210, the freeways are not so nice. The 101, the 405, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. I-5, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The red line, 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 the red line. The 210, the 605, the freeways are not so nice. The I-5, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The 101, the 405, the freeways are not so nice. The 605, the 101, the 101, the 101, the I-10, the 210, the 605, the 101, the 405, the I-10, the freeways are not so nice. The red line, 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 the red line.
Any background music?
Welcome to the 104th episode of Los Angeles Nista. I'm Eddie Solis, host and producer, and to my left is Ephraim Schultz from Death by Stereo, a Manic Hispanic co-host. How you doing, man?
Oh, good. How you doing, man?
All right. I'm good. Today we're going behind the orange curtain. It's very important.
It is very important.
This is the first Los Angeles Nista Orange County episode where we're highlighting Fullerton and Buena Park.
Hell yeah.
In studio guests, the founder of Scum Skateboards, Roland, a.k.a. Cholo. What's up, man?
How's it going? Good.
I'm good. Hey, you brought one of your riders. This is Screech, right?
Yeah, I brought Screech down with me.
Right on, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Killer. You know, I thought it was really important to walk up to the orange curtain and pull it back a little, step inside, and see what's going on.
Absolutely.
And this is the first episode highlighting Orange County. Now, I wanted to.
You know what though? Let me point something out. When you're talking about Fullerton, I feel like there's L.A., there's Orange County, and there's Fullerton.
Fullerton is its own entity.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know, Roland. After speaking with you and doing some research, you were actually making wood templates at a wood shop before you started Scum, right?
Yeah, I was making the board templates for the wood shop that I worked at.
For what companies?
It was Clearwood. It started out, and then we moved and merged into California Skate Factory.
Ah, and that's where you learned your chops.
Yeah, I was working, so I started out working at the wood shop.
Yeah, I heard you and Ephraim had silk screening together.
We did.
Yeah.
At Fullerton College.
Yeah.
At the JC at night.
At the same time.
I remember when you first started printing Scum stuff at class, dude.
Yeah, it started at the same time. At the same time, yeah.
That's how I met you.
Took a,
in that class. You and
printing
Sal.
class. So I can get the skills.
Everybody would show up late and miss the lecture and sneak it. Like, not show up late, but like, when they're having the lecture, everybody would go into the printing room and bang out a bunch of shirts for free really quick. And then you run them to your car, and then you come back and just be like, "Oh, I'm late."
and there's your beer and pizza money, right?
Yeah.
For the weekend.
Yeah, great, right?
Yeah,
it's killer.
They had all the equipment there, so it was easy access to use it all. And
right,
absolutely.
Now I want to talk about the backstory of Scum. When did you commit to it and say, "Look, I'm doing this company and I'm going to do it full on"? What year was that?
It was probably about 96.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
working at the wood shop for like 3 years or so.
Did you get really inspired while working at the wood shop, like doing other people's stuff, saying, I want to do this for myself?
Yeah, I just wanted to do a different brand, I guess, of stuff.
Let me ask you a question, Ephraim.
Okay, Eddie.
Do you know how he got his nickname Cholo?
I don't know. I met you. When I met you like Cholo? A bazillion years ago, you were Cholo, and
I just called you
Cholo. I didn't know why. I just called you Cholo. I called you Cholo like this whole time. So that guy? Cholo.
He acts like a Cholo. He talks like a Cholo, but he doesn't dress like a Cholo. I'm just kidding. Now, you know what's the most awesome Cholo story I've ever heard in my entire life is our guest DJ Rob from Death by Stereo.
Oh, man.
And Caustic. Dude, let's give a big hand for Rob, man.
Yeah.
Rob. Robbo. You know what I love? I love the fact that, your dad's from Avadio, right?
Yeah.
And, like, back in the day, like, just to piss off the other Vadio, like how he would, like, get a kite and, like, ride his gang on it and fly into the other neighborhood. That's like Cheech and Chong shit right there. Dude.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
That's pretty rad. Is there any more Cholo stories since we got Cholo in here?
Enough, on the way here, Robbo told me that he just had a Cholo encounter.
Tell me about it.
In Whittier the other day at
it was today.
The hood store, like 5 for 10 t-shirts,
Yeah,
5 for 10 t-shirts.
At the 5 for 10 t-shirt, I did have a Cholo encounter. I was basically just on the other side, like searching for stuff, whatever. And I seen a dude staring at me, and he kind of looked up. So, I fucking puffed up my chest and shit. And we start like walking towards each other in the thing, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, I'm gonna have to find a Cholo in the middle of this."
Like
place.
right now,
right now, it's going down, Holmes. And he goes, "Hey, Holmes, you're pretty buff, eh?" And all that. All right. And he goes, "Now you just gotta trim it up." That was really big. Like that was it.
He told you that?
Yeah, I swear to God.
He's all superficial.
Yeah, he's like,
it's like, hey,
you're pretty big, eh? Now you just gotta trim it up.
That's it.
And then
you're pretty big, Holmes.
And then
you guys got to trim it up.
He looked at my tattoo, just got a new one. He's like, "Oh, rat," And then he goes, "Hey, check out that Pendleton on the wall. It's pretty down, huh?"
It's like what?
Very random shit, man. Hey, but I didn't get his name.
You didn't get his name.
It was an interesting encounter for a Sunday.
Mr. Lonely. Mr.
Well,
Lonely.
you know what?
He needed a friend, dude. Every cholo needs a friend.
Well, I got to be honest. For the years I lived in Whittier, there was this guy. We would be outside. I had a half pipe in my backyard, and then we'd be in the front, just skating my driveway, late night flat ground session. And this is 90s, and he would pass by in his lowrider, and he'd be playing Black Sabbath. And he would skip and give words of wisdom like that randomly. That's the cholo encounters we have. But today we have the best cholo of them all. Skate owner. I am stoked.
I agree.
So how did you get that nickname? Let's be honest.
Number one cholo.
Is there a backstory that you can share, or you don't want to share it?
No, it's pretty simple.
Okay, tell me.
Well, my friend Dave Church, he used to always roll up to the park, and he used to always call me Rolo. And then one day he just came up and said Cholo. And just
That's it?
Yeah. From Rolo to Cholo.
Oh man! So Screech, you brought one of your riders here, Screech. How long have you been skating, man?
Seriously, I was skating. I started taking it serious and actually learning tricks, and rather than just going back and forth to your friends' houses or whatever, probably around 99, 2000. But I skated around before that, just through the neighborhoods with random kids.
About
in
a good 13 years committed.
Yeah, I guess so.
And did you ever ride for any other companies before Scum?
Not board companies. Scum was the first board company. And I've only left to ride for a different company once, a few years ago. That only lasted 2 years. And I came back to Scum. When I was a little kid, all right, in Orange County, pretty much when the Identity Skate Shop opened, the very first one in Buena Park, that's when I first saw skating. They had a half pipe behind it, and they were doing a demo on the opening. Yeah. And I lived on the cul-de-sac right there, so my dad was like, oh, there's a demo going on there. I went there, I checked it out. I bought it. My dad got me he's like, oh yeah, you can have a sticker. I saw this cool sticker with a skeleton screaming into a microphone on its knees. It was a Scum sticker. I bought it. I didn't find out what Scum skates was till 99, 2000 when they built the Fullerton skate park. That's where I met Cholo. And I was always been gravitated towards it. Once I started learning the history, the DIY aesthetics of it, how important of actual roots it is compared to all these other people mainstreaming and just marketing and brand imaging and whatever they're doing to sell stuff. I respect the DIY aesthetics of Scum. That's why, I stick with them when I could move to all kinds of different people who knows who, but for me, Scum's where it's at.
That's killer.
Could be the sticker, but who knows?
That's killer. So 96 is when you get the vision and you do it, and we know how you went from Rolo to Cholo. That's amazing. That's amazing, dude. Because everyone knows you as Cholo, and it's the transition was just hey, you're Cholo. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been skating?
I've been skating, good 25 years.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Now, at that time, the skate parks just closed, right?
Yeah, there was hardly any.
There was no parks.
There was no parks. Well,
so when skating died, you started.
Pipeline was still around, but that was
really?
An hour or so away.
It wasn't you could just go every day or anything like that.
No.
Yeah. What did you think when in the 1990s street skating explosion happened? Did you gravitate to that, or were you more of a tranny guy?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, trannies and pools.
It's funny you say that because Rob was kind of a tranny guy himself.
He is.
We'd skate ramps and pools. And
you had to build
stuff, and then they started building parks.
Right.
In the mid '90s, late '90s, and stuff, and just went from there.
When you started Scum Skateboards, did you start making the templates at the wood shop you were working at?
Not at first. I just worked my way up.
Yeah.
To the whatever wood shop, just doing random stuff around there, drilling boards or sanding boards, and then moved up to getting the position of making the templates.
How many different boards to date, up to now, do you think you guys have released? Do you know how many there are?
For Scum?
Yeah. Even if they're out of print, but just total.
I don't even know. That's a good question. It's probably about, 70 to 100 probably boards.
Yeah. About 100 boards. And
through the years, yeah.
I'm curious how he designs them.
I don't know.
How do you get the vision to design? I mean, do you go off what you want, or do you say skating needs this, and you just like serve that, you fill that void?
It's I don't know, just come up with graphics that have sometimes something related to skateboarding, or just something we're stoked on. If it's like something with a band, or just some old graphic that brings back something. I don't know.
That's cool.
But just something that fits, I guess. With a
lot of your boards are big.
Yeah,
compared to industry standard, right?
Oh, they're
yeah.
Most of them.
What's the average industry standard board screech like the average in skate industry's street deck? How big is that?
Changes every 5 years. People start skating different terrain. Right now, people have been skating since 2000, skate parks and street mix. So they're moved it up from the 90s where it was super small, like 7-point whatever boards. And now a lot of people, I would say 8.0 boards, probably like a industry standard right now.
Gotcha. And most of the Scum skateboards models are way bigger than that.
Yeah, because Scum skate's about pool skating.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember after putting your line out? Do you remember your first order you got from a skate shop?
Probably. Yeah. I guess there was one down in Newport Beach.
Yeah.
It was friends, I knew already, and just wanted to
hit them up.
Carry the stuff.
How about the first store that you sold to that you didn't know? Like somewhere in California. Like it's that moment where like, okay, we're doing this. Someone just hit me up.
Yeah.
Do you remember that at all?
Not really.
Not really?
What's the weirdest place you sold a deck?
I don't even know. Probably maybe smoke shops and stuff like
that.
Rules. Dude, you know what'd be rad if all those 5 for $10 t-shirt places all over SoCal carried your decks.
That'd be great.
That'd be so badass.
Hey,
roll and get a big
what do you think about that
board
skateboard?
and buy like 10 t-shirts for
10
$10.
t-shirts and skateboard.
You can confront the Cholo again.
I hope I meet him again.
Now you just gotta trim it up.
Just
trim it up. Just trim it up, please.
So what amazes me about Scum Skateboard is that you've been around. It's been 17 years, right? It's been 17 years, and it seems like the competition is fierce. You own a skate shop.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get really intricate.
It is
here.
competitive. You know why? Because my partner, who's like in charge of ordering all the skate stuff,
he's the
I do
buyer
all the
for the
music
store.
stuff. I
He's
do all
the
the
buyer,
music
right?
stuff. Yeah, I've brought up Scum several times, and he's like, "Well, dude, they're right here." He's like, and they sell them for cheaper than you can get them anywhere. So he's like, it would be kind of pointless to like try and draw people away from that. I'm all,
Well, there's a strategy
because you know what I mean. There's so many places. You know what I mean.
Well,
so,
online
like,
too.
Densely packed in one area. There's a lot of places.
Right, but as far as from like a skateboarding retailer point of view,
It's tough.
Well,
no
it's
one makes any
tough.
money.
It's tough, but I'm just saying there's so much product out there, right? And you guys are like consistently moving forward with, a killer brand and really going against the grain, and it keeps growing. It seems
it's like lasting power.
Am I right? I mean, you guys are growing. Or you have grown.
That's what you're saying about DIY
getting
too.
some international stuff going and just.
And then, so you guys have a mail order. I saw that, and customers could buy direct.
Yeah.
And you ship it. So you fill orders.
Yeah.
And then like shops have your stuff. So you sell direct to stores, right?
Yeah.
And then that's in the U.S. And then like, how do people like in Canada? Do you have like a distributor there?
No, not in Canada. No.
But you just sell direct also if you need to.
Yeah, we just ship it over there.
And other countries.
Yeah.
That's killer.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah, it's time for a music break.
But I wanted to point real quick what you're saying about DIY. DIY, just like bands, DIY companies last longer than anyone else, man. You know what I mean? Like everything, like fads come and go, shit fucking comes and fucking dies out, but fucking all the DIY
How many major
are still
label
going.
bands
You know what I mean?
That like not that started at DIY, but like just started at a major label level are still around.
None.
Exactly.
Designed to fail.
Designed to fail.
Yeah.
That's the framework. All right, DJ Rob from Death by Stereo, Caustic. He's going to take it away. We're going to play some tunes, and we'll be back with more Scum Skates with Screech and Cholo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys good?
Yeah.
All right. See, painless, right?
someone think, fuck you, you can bring me down, bring me down, you can bring me down, bring me down, you can bring me down, no, bring me down, you can bring me down, bring me down, you can bring me down, bring me down, you can bring me down, no, bring me down, you can bring me down, bring me down, you can bring me down, no, bring me down, you can bring me down, you can bring me down, can't bring me down, can't bring me down, can't bring me down. Suicidal. They say music is the food of love. Let's see if you're hungry now. Take a bite, take another, just like a good boy would. Get a sweet thing on the side. Home cooking on the side. Side order could be a daughter. Make a wicked good. Come on, baby, eat the rich. Put the bite on the son of a bitch. Don't mess up, don't you give me no switch. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Come on, baby, and eat the rich. Sitting down in a restaurant, tell the waiter just what you want. Is that the meat you wanted to eat? How would you ever know? Hash browns and bacon strips. I love the way that you lick your lips. No fooling, I can see it drooling. Feel the hunger grow. Come on, baby, eat the rich. Put the bite on the son of a bitch. Don't mess up, don't you give me no switch. Come
Hey, welcome back to Los Angeles Nista, episode 104.
Yeah.
We're behind the orange curtain today. We're going to be talking about Fullerton, Buena Park. In studio guest, Cholo, owner of Scum Skateboards, and you brought one of your riders, Screech, who's also Screechless on Instagram.
Yep.
Yes, and we are Los Angeles Nista on
At
Instagram
Los Angeles
now.
Nista.
We just started one as well.
What's your personal Instagram from
F by Stereo, EFBY Stereo.
Co-host? If they want to rap and contact you,
hit me up. What's yours?
It's ES_13.
Why don't you shout out your Instagram, Cholo?
Mine's Skate Cholo.
All right.
Skate Cholo.
Skate Cholo. That's a tough handle.
I'm actually jealous of all your Cholo.
Robo, what's your
other one is Scum Skates?
Robo Caustic.
Robo Caustic. All right.
This episode is brought to you by Death Wish Baker, Scum Skateboards, Soul Skating Los Angeles, La Mascota Bakery, El Cholo Restaurant, and Amante downtown LA. And I want to thank Amante for providing us with our eats for today.
It was so good.
So good. Yeah, absolutely. They're a very, very good and well-known Italian restaurant. It's not just a pizza place. They're in a full-service Italian restaurant in Los Angeles, and they're open till 4 a.m. every night. So you could actually order like all these crazy pastas and pizza, and they'll deliver it. And they have a full bar too. At our break, I was speaking with Cholo about you had a clip in Tony Hawk Underground.
Yeah.
How did that come to be?
We're out at Skatopia out in Ohio.
Okay.
Filming stuff, and Bruce Martin, I guess Tony must have hit him up for some footage for the video, and he had footage I left there, and he's a clip of me driving up the driveway going, here we are at Skatopia. And that was like part of the video game.
You didn't even know that you were in it until a friend from high school told you.
Yeah. Not even, yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So Ephraim, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's uncover Screech's documentary.
Yeah, everybody knows you have a documentary. Everybody knows
it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. A ton of people have seen it. But what a lot of people don't know is what you think about it, or what maybe the reality of some of the situations were in it, the behind the scenes, what people didn't see. And they may have formed their own opinions about you, not knowing really what was going on. I mean, it seems like talking to you, there was kind of some of that going on, and I'm curious. We want to know, kind of how did you get involved in it in the first place?
All right. I used to go out to Fresno all the time and skate some of the best pools ever, like 1950 Blue Havens and 40s Blue Haven pools. It's so hot out there in ghetto. So I was doing a lot of filming with him, and he finished making this video called Cancer Dust, and I had I think it was my first skateboard part that I went out and filmed consistently and collected footage for a video.
Yeah.
So, and it was cool because it was all backyard pools, not one skate park or nothing that was built to be skated. It was just natural terrain that you adapt to. And he was having a premiere out in Chino in Chino by a airfield and the dairy farms at my buddy Kyle Mitchell's house. And that we had a party, and it was pretty cool. Like Rick Agnew came and played guitar and all kinds of stuff. I set up everything. I bought all kinds of liquor too and was giving it to everyone. I had a bunch of sponsors just donate all kinds of stuff. Had a bunch of bands play. It was really cool. There was skate ramps and everything. It was an awesome turnout. Well, I was actually on, I guess, LSD.
No way.
I guess it was LSD.
You were drunk and on LSD, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really remember so much, but that's what it says online.
That's what it says online.
That's hilarious.
But,
must be true.
Dude, I remember climbing up the water tower there, and it's in the dairy farms. There's this big water tower next to it. I climbed up there, and I was sitting up there drinking whiskey, watching Rick Agnew play guitar, and that was for his band Poop. It was cool. My friend Amita was
Poop's
with him too.
A legendary band.
You know what?
Dude.
I saw Poop at the Anarchy Library in Downey, and this is just so funny because they were. I think it was two guitars, right? It was Rick and someone else. They start playing 30 seconds. Rick just got his amp and just picked it up and threw it on the ground and smashed the guitar and walked off. And sat there
fucking perfect
with his beanie on, and the band played.
Classic Rick.
I saw Rick Agnew at the.
I think I've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
I saw Rick Agnew at the Weirdo show this last 2 weekends ago. He's doing great. In case anyone's wondering,
Rad.
He's doing really good.
That's awesome.
So yeah, anyways, these random dudes like showed up. Oh yeah, the water tower. I went up there, was drinking, watching them play. I couldn't get down for a while. It was insane.
That would have been hard, right?
I don't do that. Like, but anyways, so those dudes just randomly showed up there and they're like saying some stuff, and I was like, whoa, dude, like, who are these dudes? What are they saying? I didn't know what was going on. I got tased that night. Like,
you got tasered?
How did you get tased?
My buddy Mister, he was
I know Mister.
You know Mister?
Mister fucking rules. I love Mister.
Dude.
I need to call him.
Mister.
Tell him to call us right now. I want to talk to you, Mister.
Text Mister. Tell him to call right now. Tell him to call.
Do it. He's like my best friend. He's insane.
Mister needs to call. Legendary.
15 drunken publics in like a year. 2 in one day. Epic. Fullerton, California.
What? 2 drunken publics in one day? 15 a year? And his name's Mister.
Or like a year, like 3 months or something like that.
Exactly.
Does he skate?
Yeah, my friend, she was actually, I think the other guitarist, maybe. It was a girl. I don't know what time you saw them, but
that was a
meetup. Well, she shoved him off the Washington Street Bridge over the love seat, and he had 2 beers in his hands and a skateboard, and like his legs fucked up, and he wouldn't stop drinking, so he was like, wouldn't use his crutches or go to the doctors to get the surgery, and he would just throw his crutches around and be like, ah. And then fucking
gnarly, man.
Sorry if I cuss or whatever.
No, you do whatever you say whatever you want, man.
This is an open platform, so
America, man, it's free.
So yeah, Mister's a legend in Fullerton. Go down there, say something.
Amazing.
Like, anyways, so yeah, I told those dudes, it was crazy now. I was like, dude, if you guys are serious, like, buy me lunch tomorrow at fucking Pickup Sticks, and we'll talk. So I met them there, and I was like, oh, anyways, they were referred. I guess they were looking to do some sort of documentary about pool skating or something. So they're asking all kinds of different people in the industry. And I guess my name kept getting referred like by like everyone from like every major company. Like a lot of people are like, dude, you need to talk to this kid. Because I guess like with shallow ends of pools, like I'm known as one of the best pool skaters in the world for like backyard pools because they're like so tight and messed up. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, changing time takes a hold. And I say some of these other kids are coming up. But anyways, changing the guards, whatever. So, like, I was just referred. They met me. I was like, holy shit. I'm, like, out of it. Meet me tomorrow. I meet them, and I was like, all right, if you guys are serious, you'd go out and buy me these little, like, HD cams or whatever, and then I could film my life and whatever. Because they wanted to do something, and I suggested, because I saw this documentary one time. All right, and they took claim for this. They got all kinds of awards from, like, South by Southwest. They won that film festival for Dragon Slayer. Yeah. And, like, they got a lot of credit for the way this flip cam stuff, this, like, live first-person thing. That was my idea. I saw that from a, like, blood documentary type thing. Like, from when I was a kid, they, like, some dude gave him these ghetto cameras, and he would come back, like, 2 years later, or however long later, 6 months later, and one dude's dead, and, they'd submit their, like, live footage and them partying and gangbanging, and I thought it was ghetto, and I thought that was sick. So I was like, yeah, you give me that, so I could do the same.
That's amazing.
LSD and getting tasered, that's pretty ghetto.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah, my friend was fighting that dude. Mister was fighting that dude, and, like, someone else was Dirty Sanchez, Frank Sanchez. Instagram ain't got none. He was hitting the other dude in the head with a bottle, and I was like trying to break it up. I was like trying to pull Mister off of him, and then I just get tased. And I couldn't even see what's going on. I just hear like, I thought someone like stabbed me. I don't know what the fuck. I was like, and then all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, who the fuck just tased me? It was like in that movie with like Jackie Chan or someone, and like Chris Tucker, and someone just get kicked in the face and thought, which one of y'all just kicked me?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like that. And I found out later it was the dude that actually drove the girl that I ended up dating for 5 years from that Dragon Slayer, or that was in that Dragon Slayer movie, and that chick that was in that band Poop.
Okay.
So, he drove her, so I was like, fuck, let me taser you then. He wasn't down.
That's a great story, man. I've never...
That's amazing.
Honestly, I had a friend one time get beat down, and I think it was in Altadena, like wrong place, wrong time, and he had a taser gun, and part of the reason why he got beat down was because he pulled it out to threaten him. And then he got beat down, and they took his taser gun.
Yes.
that was the last taser story I heard, so yours is better.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah. You could get beat up. Be careful, especially if they're wearing a hood. Like, yeah, get maced. He's far away.
Fuck getting tasered,
so, like,
man.
when you skate pools, can you actually, like, what's the most fucked up on drugs and alcohol you could be while skating pools?
you don't need to see. Once you're used to skating something, like you don't need to see. Like your body reflexes take over. Like
whether it's I mean if you're used to a pool and you got it down like the shallow end and you know over the light like right there the deep part. If you're used to it and you're super loaded, then it's not a big deal, right?
All right. Well, number one, like I don't do drugs no more, and I stopped drinking for a year. Just started drinking like right before I moved out to Europe. And now I drink like an adult responsibly. I'm not trying to get blacked out every night anymore.
Right.
Like,
those days are long gone, right?
Yeah, I hope so. And like I would just do it all the time. That's how I grew up. I was like punk rocker kid. I haven't learned to drop in until I was like 15 years old. So like I was already like hanging out with people on the side of the tracks, like drinking bottles, like, you know, three bubbles or 3 sips, like, and then passing and just shoot it around, you know? Like I was just used to that. Like I ate loads of LSD and like junior high school and skate around. Like that was when I was learning. Like I was just natural. And
so you learned they just grew together.
All right, pools are jacked to skate messed up. You're just gonna get broken if you're skating in a skate park like a bowl or something like that. If you skate pools all the time, you're used to adapting everywhere because they're not meant to be skated. So
right, pools aren't meant to be skated.
You're dodging everything. There's kinks. You're just, you know, fast reactions, fast responses. You need to be like sort of on point when you skate. I don't skate drunk anymore. No, I separate drinking and skating now. And so if you're skating something that's a lot mellower and easier to skate, like a skate park that was built to be skated, it's all like the same templates a lot, and it's all the same basic thing. If you're used to skating, it's so rough, you don't even need to see anymore. It's all on fill. You know how the tranny's going to fill. You know it's there. It's like, I don't know.
I mean, every pool's different, right? Obviously. So, I mean, when you get to that pool, you adapt to it, and who knows how long it's going to last. That's like a pool at a house I'm talking about. So what you're saying is when you get to an actual skate park, which is built to skate, it's like Disneyland. Everything's so smooth, and it's smooth, no cracks, mellow tran.
Well, it's beyond the surface. It's like the transition. It'll like go out so much further away from the actual vertical wall. Like the transition is the curvature, and the vertical is like the straight up and down. So pools will have like maybe 5 or 6 feet of like straight up and down vertical. That's like as much vert as your door, and maybe like 3 feet of transition. And then there's some drains at the bottom, and then a waterfall. So if you fall, you're actually falling into like the waterfall, like a hill. And like skate parks, they have like 10-foot transitions and like half a foot of vert, not 6 feet. 2 feet tops, like 3 feet tops. Like no one skates like, you know, that much vert.
That's crazy.
So if you're used to skating that type of stuff, like skate park's no big deal. You can skate it blacked out. I skated the U.S. Open blacked out drunk and like did everything. Like
the U.S. Open,
like on this best trick contest thing. I got knocked out, and this was the worst concussion ever. I like lost all kinds of memory from like music and. Like even I was married. I had an ex-wife, or I'm divorced. I was with her for 8 years. I don't remember a lot of stuff about her.
Well, I guess
like
that's
a lot.
Thing.
I guess.
Maybe that's a good thing.
I don't know. She was pretty awesome, but like I was so young. I got married in Vegas for $15 on Cinco de Mayo. Like that happens to people sometimes.
I just want to say that sounds like a really sound decision. I support sensible thinking like that.
So the U.S. Open blacked out. I mean, you pulled it off, though.
Man.
You pulled it off.
Well, I ran into somebody, and I had, like, the worst concussion ever. I was, like, hitting the front with the elbow, and so it, like, knocked me out, and I hit the back of my head. I was vomiting everywhere, and I was loaded. Like, I was loaded, but it wasn't my fault why I got hit. Like, this dude shouldn't have been where he was, and he was showboating, and he hit me. Like, anyways, so... I skated that thing. I couldn't even see my eyes. Or I guess like I've seen footage of it from like filmers. My eyes are like going every which direction at the same time, and I just keep throwing up. But when I'm going up, like I'm doing like every trick, like however, like any trick I would try, I would like pretty much do. And so you don't need to see. It's all about. You know what? I don't like this conversation. It's like me type shit. I don't like it at all. Next subject.
I got a question about Costa Rica. Cholo. Yeah. So
Yeah, we've been sending stuff out there.
And what's happening in the country is the government is funding all the skate parks.
Yeah, a lot of them, yeah.
A lot of these people don't have a lot of means, so they don't have the proper shoes. And they're even giving them shoes and boards, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how that's working? Like it's like...
I don't know what the program's exactly called, but at some of the schools down there, they have been building parks and hooking up the kids if they do good.
Schools in Costa Rica. And if you do good in school,
I've been to Costa Rica once, but
you
it was
could
a long
skate.
time ago, man.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, but they're building a lot of parks. There's a big scene growing down there.
With the internet, it seems like a lot of kids could like look back at old clips and become that, like if they again or try to. Do you think that's been like a bigger trend with like the kind of boards you're making? Like a lot of kids want to skate more pool, like especially in territories that never had that culture, like Costa Rica. Does that happen anymore? Does that happen?
Yeah, there's places all over that are replicating pools and bowls and stuff at their parks all over.
Well, let me say something about that. All over these different countries and all that stuff like that, the weather gets so shitty that like they don't have pools. Like not Costa Rica, it's hot there, but in like Europe, like
Eastern
Japan,
Europe,
like a lot.
that,
Who knows where it gets so cold, the pools will freeze. It'll be too much high maintenance. It'll crack. Like they don't got that here. Like we have that here in California, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Florida, like New Orleans. Like all we have it all along our coast or whatever. But the rest of the world, they don't have pools, so they covet what they ain't got.
Yeah.
Right. That totally makes sense.
I'm pretty blown away that you know the government's stepping out to like put skate terrain in schools and even supply boards and shoes.
That's amazing.
And like, so if
could you imagine if they did that
here's
here?
a board and pair of shoes, and here's a park.
Could you imagine that?
You know,
Like
I mean,
here-
the
like-
irony is getting kicked out of a school.
You know
what I mean? In the 80s and 90s.
In Portland, there's a school that has a skate park built right there, and they have a like little class I think that will come out like a PE type thing or a skate club or whatever. I hated that. Like all these high school kids just hanging out there. It's like get out of here, like trying to skate. Like all these stupid people doing stupid things. They're just in that class. They don't care about skating. They're doing some stupid ass stuff. Fucking. And then like there's this other
At
school.
least
I
they
was
have the
on tour.
opportunity to take the class though.
I was on tour. Yeah, that's awesome. They could just also skate after school. But like there's this other school in Montana where it's a different effect. Like it's like pretty much right there in their parking lot. And I was on tour and we're trying to skate and get some clips for on the hype train tour. And the principal ends up walking all the way across and we're filming. We're shooting photos. And he comes out and we tell him what we're doing, whatever. He's like, no, well, you can't skate during school hours. So you're telling me like in the fall or whatever, like you can't skate like only for like an hour a day because school starts at 7 or like
that's ridiculous.
Bullshit. And the skate park's so rad.
That's ridiculous.
Do you have a favorite pool skater, like someone that inspires you?
Pool skater or
pool skater?
Like, let's see, pool skaters. Shoot, right? All right. There's a lot of people that are really good, and they skate. Their skating pool is really good too. But to actually be considered a pool skater, that you have to be like a certain type of person, like mentally. Like you have to want to hop fences all the time and do the dirty work. You have to want to find these pools.
You gotta work for it.
You have pumps. You have you usually have a truck because you have these pumps. You want to look like a worker. Some people in this pool scene, all these photos in the Thrasher magazine and all these videos or whatever, it's the same like 10 people all across California that are finding all these pools. It's none of these pro skaters that are taking the photos there. No. It's some fat dude that's like 40 years old that doesn't have anything else better to do but go trespass and get a rush and try to get this water out of these pools. You know?
That's crazy.
An actual pool skater's down for the cause. They're out there, they're bucketing like the slime water. They're falling in it. They're like, pulling dead dogs out of this and watching it disintegrate. And then, dude, I pulled a dead dog out we didn't take it far enough away from the pool. And throughout the summer, it just like melted into the sidewalk and like melted back towards the pool. It was like the worst.
We didn't take it far away.
No, we didn't think about it. No, we didn't think about that factor.
What the hell? That's so
my favorite pool skaters right now?
Yeah.
All right. I want to say number one, Peacock, who is in who made Cancer Dust, and he's working for doing the Strange Note stuff now, and he's doing working for a skateboard mag, doing this thing called Pulling Around monthly there. That's like one of his new things, and doing something with ESPN and all this other stuff. He was also in that Dragon Slayer movie. Well, he finds almost all the best pools in the world that you see in these magazines. He's the most dedicated pool skater I could think of. And he's not even skating them that much anymore. I mean, he rips, but he's so busy filming, he's going so big that he's just taking all the best skaters in the world to these pools. His job actually now is to find these pools and take the best skaters there. And he's the authority on pool skating. Like, Tony Hawk needs a photo shot, guess what? He's got to call someone like him. So him and Salva and different people like that, they've been doing it forever, and they're still doing it. But so those are like my favorite pool skaters. You know, they both rip in their own thing. They're not like the top of the food chain when it comes to skating, whatever, but they're the most dedicated pool skaters I know
into
of.
their shit.
So those are my favorite. And then there's people that can skate pool skate, and that's a whole nother list.
Oh, another list.
Yeah.
Well, who's one of those people that, I mean, on that list?
And to be on that list, they have to be down for the cause and actually down to clean, not just go there and get their photos and skate really good.
Who's on the short list? Who's like the top?
Dude, that dog story's pretty amazing, dude.
Yeah. I thought dog shit was bad
Ben
enough
Rayborn.
getting out of Liverpool.
Ben Rayborn.
Had a dead
Yeah.
Fuck. Let's see. Brad McLean.
Yeah.
Pete the Ox. Tony Farmer. Royce Nelson. I don't know. 5's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best.
Those are actual pool skaters. That's their thing. Like, they're insane.
Okay, so what's one of your favorite pools that you've skated in Orange County? I mean, obviously it's probably not here no more.
Definitely not. I have to go all the way to Santa Ana right now. I just got back into this country, so like, I'm out the loop.
Crazy.
Let's talk about.
How you were living in Hamburg, right?
Yeah, I was living in Hamburg just recently. Well, pretty much like my work visa like expired or something got messed up, and I think part of it was like some dude from Welcome Skateboards. He for some reason talked to my boss and was like, "Oh, that dude's like messed up, or like he has like a chemical problem." like he was talking about drugs, and I was clean. I was stopped drinking for a year. Like drugs wasn't my thing either.
Why is he finking on you?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Ranker.
But like he just said some stuff, and my boss like had to sit down and talk to me, and I was gonna help him like work and like blow up this type of like unionized like distribution type. Like he was unionizing distributions, and he wanted me to be like the spokesperson for that and like help him with that. And so I also was working in a skate shop, and it was like a half record store, so it was like really cool. And like those dudes just like sort of threw a monkey wrench in there, and I didn't have like insurance still, and shit got messed up. So I had to come back. And I think that's why the work visa got messed up, because the dude was like, oh, I don't know, a little hesitant on this. Because I actually started riding for some different sponsors, and every week I was like going to like either like Italy or Cologne or wherever, like doing like some different contest, and shit just got shifty, I guess. He got weirded out. I wasn't going to do my job or something.
How'd you like skating over there?
Oh, I loved it. I just rode this DIY floorboard in the middle of Hamburg. Like in the downtown area where they do all the protests, crazy protests out there. Oh man, I hate those cops.
Are the cops sticks there?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
they're insane. All right, so check it out. I'm working in this skate shop, like right there in the Flora district, which is like the rad, like, you know, it's where the people hang out, the artists, the people, you know, the real people, the culture. And so, like, you come out of work, and there's cops everywhere in tanks with water cannons and like just gnarly riot gear just everywhere. And they won't let you go left. I need to go home to go have dinner because like the chick I was living with was inviting different people over. And even this dude, I started writing for his restaurant, and I need to go to this dinner meeting pretty much. I mean, it was a chill environment, but it was a meeting pretty much. And so like they wouldn't let me go left. So I have to go right, and I go to this one section, and they end up cutting us off on all four directions, and what they do is cut you off on all directions, and then they start moving in, and they take a peaceful protest, and once you're like confined into like such a small like confinement, you have to push back. And so even a peaceful protest, eventually they have to push back, and then the shit goes off, and they're spraying people with water cannons, and they're spraying all this gas, and like I wasn't from out there, I didn't know. Like they had their own mess, I didn't have shit. Like cars were burning, but it was peaceful at first. I was even there. Like they trapped everyone in the beginning because at first they're like, you need to go that way, and then you need to go that way, and then they get you to where they want you. And I guess my boss, he's all political and shit out there. He was like saying it's like the Hamburg Castle or who knows what. He says it's illegal, and like it's pretty sketchy.
That's crazy.
How are the locals out there with skateboarding? I mean, is skateboarding like a thread that connects all skateboarders around the world? I mean, does everyone pretty much act the same as they do here? I mean,
you heard of Burnside in Portland, Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they got that going right there in the middle of Hamburg. All these dudes are taking upon themselves to even in like all the shit weather, they're buying concrete, learning how to do it. They took over this whole abandoned like squat. It was a squat from the 70s, and behind it they built like all this crazy shit in this drug park where that's where the cops go to like bust all the people selling drugs. And like that's where that park is, and everyone's just smoke spliff there, everyone's just drinking. And it's not just skaters, it's all kinds of lurkers too. It's just like the Burnside thing. And it's DIY, you know, these skaters built it themselves, not knowing what they're doing. And it's insane. It's the Floorable. You could like YouTube it or whatever. YouTube the floor, it's awesome anyways.
That's cool.
That's killer. What would you say the most challenging pool you've ever skated in Orange County has been?
Oh man, remember that 15-foot, it was like a Dean custom pool in the dairy farms of Chino. Like pools are usually like 9 feet deep.
Yeah,
everyone looks at their pool. Everyone looks at their pool in their backyard and they're like, oh, that thing's like 15 feet deep. They're always like 8-9 feet tops. Well, this thing was like 15 feet deep. Like it was like this.
It was huge.
It was huge. It had like 6 feet of extension of just tiles.
Dairy farms?
Like, and then the pool, like where the coping would be, is like another 6 feet of just tile extension. And I was probably like, shit, what? Like,
what's that?
I was probably like, who knows, like 19 years old.
Oh, when that
18?
was?
I don't know. Like that was the first time I felt like you could die on a skateboard.
Is that what
I was gonna do a roll-in. I was gonna do a backside roll-in. I have no helmet. I don't wear the helmets or any of that type of stuff, which I should. I've broke a helmet and like puke blood out of my nose. But
dude.
like I don't. And there's all these sketchy cracks and rocks and broken glass, and like then the coping has a crack before you hit the like actual coping block from the deck of the pool, and then it lifts up at this crazy angle, and then it just drops a straight vertical wall for like 6 feet of these tiles, and then it's like more vertical, and then you hit the light, and then you hit this steep transition at the bottom. So I rolled into it. I was just like some punker kid. I just had like this Germs t-shirt, no sleeves on. I was like, oh man. And
yeah, well,
I thought I could
you had to make a clip of it, huh?
That was right. Like I just started riding for like my first sponsor, which was like NSS. It was like nice skate shoes from a Via Corporation. It was insane. They started paying me $1,050 a month, and like I got on like Benji Galloway, Jimmy the Greek, Chris Cudlip. They're all scum skaters. I got them all in there. We're all coming up. We're like, ooh, like it was insane. And
that's killer.
And then they picked up Jim Gagney and Jeff Grosso, and like we were killing it. We were like, all right, got this team. I was like, I'm gonna film some stuff, and it was in one of their like promo videos. I forget which ones. You probably look online. Who knows? But that was the clip, and I made it. I didn't die, but
you're here now.
Yeah,
that was the first time. Another time. Oh, that was a pool. Never mind.
That was so that was probably one of the most challenging pools lately.
Well, that was. I don't know if that was that was just the steepest pool. One of that, besides for that one I saw in Fresno like fucking 8 years ago or whatever, that ghost pool. Besides for that one, I've never seen a pool so deep. I've been to Olympic-sized pools or whatever. This thing was like, it was working on like 3-story building.
What?
And yeah, like I don't know. Like it was really deep. It was taller than the second story one, or at least. Yeah. So I'm saying it's working.
Had like a walkway up to
story
huge diving board.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
that's
like
nuts,
a giant diving board shit. Like
diving board. They had it built on it too.
It was a custom pool. It was Dean Custom Pools. They built it. And I was like, what?
What's the funnest pool you ever skated, Cholo? That was just like you kept going back for more.
Funnest is probably one of the local ones. Would be the Fishbowl.
The Fishbowl. Where was that at?
It was in Anaheim. Right by, I don't know, the 5 freeway in Brookhurst.
What were the dimensions on it?
It was a kidney shape.
How high?
Probably 8 feet deep or something, 8 or 9 feet. But we used to session a lot. It was a local pool.
Very cool.
Probably another one too is the Sign-In Ball. Was another local spot. It was in Anaheim also. That was old.
What's like? There. I mean, obviously it's different per pool, but like what's the average lifespan you think like for a pool that you find at some abandoned house?
It could vary. It could be one day.
It could be
a couple hours. It could be.
It all pretty much depends on the area.
Yeah.
Like if it's in the dairy farms, it could last forever. Like
at that
who
time,
knows? Like, that's how they're doing development, and then you could even find out exactly when you're like, all right, they're gonna start working on this then. Or if it's like just a house that someone moved out of, or it's just foreclosed, like depending on the area, like South Orange County, like forget about it. Like these things are like gone. But out here, like in LA, they could last for a while. Like when LAX bought up all that property in Inglewood, that's where I pretty much learned to skate pools. I was out there all the time, like skating with all these crazy people I'd meet that were local and taking me to all these abandoned houses. And they took over like whole neighborhoods for a long time. Whole neighborhoods were fenced off. And you just run from backyard to backyard to backyard. And then you're like, oh shit, all these homeless crackheads. Like all of a sudden somebody's chasing you with a fucking screwdriver. You're like, fuck. Like, sick. Inglewood was sick growing up skating there.
I mean, but that's part of the adventure that comes with skating pools. It's like, you're rolling around with a push broom and pumps and all that, but then like, you don't know who the psycho next door neighbor is.
Yeah, I've had guns pulled on me multiple times.
Really?
And cops always do it.
Fights. We got in fights before.
There's always fights, right?
Well, sometimes.
Well, I mean, you got to fight your way out.
Yeah, well, I don't know. A neighbor started yelling at one of my friends and ended up turning into a fight.
Wow.
Crazy. We're like we're leaving. Dude just wouldn't have it. And
dude, the worst is when it's like people that are on drugs, like the house is abandoned, there's people that just took over it and they're like on drugs, or someone they own the property and you're like in like the dairy farm, this dude's so tweaked out of his mind on meth. And he has this rifle at you and he's shaking and he's like, like so confused on what you're even doing. And you're like,
everyone thinks you're in there.
Don't
like,
shoot me.
I'm skating.
Most time when people see you in the backyard, they think
shoot.
They think you're stealing stuff. Or
always, they think you're like either breaking into their house to steal copper wire, or you're doing something. And they have these guns in the dairy farms, and like it's like, dude, fuck off! Like, don't fuck! Like, god damn it!
That's insane.
That's insane.
It's their eyes though. Like when they're fucked up on drugs,
if you look in their eyes, you can see where they're going with it.
Yeah,
that's what's scary. Like this fool's gonna pull the trigger.
And like Fresno, skating pools in Fresno. Dear God, like people are insane in Fresno. That place is ghetto. Like
San Bernardino too.
Oh, I lived in San Bernardino. Like that was pretty ghetto. Skating all these abandoned houses in San Bernardino for a while. Like
San Bernardino,
ghetto.
Meth labs, dude. Right?
Probably. I know in Fresno, I think I saw some shit like. People used to cook that a lot in the 90s. They're like huge amounts. Like I heard that's where that started.
So we're going to take our second and last break of the episode. We'll be back. We're going to turn it over to Rob. And here we go.
Boom.
Awesome.
What a bomb-ass hemp beat. The state where you never find a dance floor empty and pimp speed. On a mission for them greens. Lean, mean, money-making machines, serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining, looking like I'm Rob Liberace. It's all from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California, West Coast. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochie screaming, fiending for money and alcohol. The life of a West Side player with cowards die and a strong ball. Only in Cali will we riot, not rally to live and die. In LA we wear chucks, not valleys. Yeah, that's right. Dressed in loafs and khaki suits and ride is what we do. Flossing but have caution, we collide with other crews. Famous because we program. Worldwide, let them recognize
JC. What's up, Aaron? Ain't that Snoop Dogg over there? Was that nigga with that blue coat on? Hell yeah, that roll up on the side of him, man. Roll your window down. Man, hand me my motherfucking Glock, man. Give me another clip. Smoke this food. Yeah, roll the window down. Okay, there you go. Hey, man, you Snoop Dogg? Snoop? Snoop Doggy Dogg? Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Fuck that, nigga, man. Man, get that phone, man. Get it, man. Turn around, man. Jump on that phone, man. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, nigga. Yeah, nigga. What's up, nigga? Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, nigga. What's that, nigga? Yeah, nigga. You's a dead motherfucker now.
As I look up at the sky, my mind starts tripping, a tear drops my eye. My body temperature falls. I'm shaking and they breaking, trying to save the dough. Pumping on my chest and I'm screaming. I stop breathing. Damn, I see demons. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
bring your lifestyle to me, I make it better.
How long will I live?
Eternal life and forever.
Or will I be the G that I want?
I'll make your life better than you can imagine or even dream of. So relax your soul, let me take control. Close your eyes, my son.
My eyes are closed.
Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder was the case that they gave me.
I'm fresh up out my coma. I got my mama and my daddy and my homies in my corner. It's gonna take a miracle, let's say, for me to walk again, to talk again. But anyway, I get fronted some keys to get back on my feet. And everything that nigga said came to reality. Living like a baller, low, having money and blowing hella chronic smoke. I bought my mama a Benz and bought my boo-boo a Jag. And now I'm rolling in a 9 Triz AL dog rag.
Just remember, change your mind, cause when you start set tripping, that ass is mine.
Indeed. Agree, proceed to smoke weed. Never have a want, never have a need. They say I'm greedy, but I still want more. Cause my eyes wanna journey some more. Really though.
Check it out.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord, my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord, my soul to take.
No more endo, gin and juice. I'm on my way to Chino, rolling on the Grey Goose, shackle from head to toe. 25 with a Izzel with nowhere to gizzo. I know them niggas from the other side recognize my face, cause it's the OG Eagle Double G LBC. Mad dogging niggas cause I don't care. Red jumpsuit with 2 braids in my hair. Niggas stare as I enter the center. They send me to a level 3 yard. That's where I stay late night. I hear toothbrushes scraping on the floor. Niggas getting they shanks just in case the war pops off. Cause you can't tell what's next. My little homie baby boo took a pencil in his neck. And he probably won't make it to C22. I put that on my mama. I'ma ride for you baby boo.
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Just don't get fucking near me. Scared of
Welcome back to 104 of Los Angeles Nista. Let's get into it. Some Orange County talk. Let's talk Fullerton. I mean, that's where Scum Skates is out of, right, Cholo?
Yeah, that's where we're based out of, yeah.
Is that where you grew up?
I grew up a few different places.
Orange County?
When I came back when I was in high school, since high school and on.
Where'd you live before then?
I lived out in Texas and for like 4 years, and I lived in Pennsylvania for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah.
And that was all before high school?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Through elementary and junior high.
Way different than Orange County, right?
Yeah. I always came out here and visit during the summers and stuff. I always missed it and finally got
awesome.
High school. I was like, I'm back.
Well, you're a big music fan, man. What are some of your favorite venues to go see bands at in Orange County?
Some of the favorite ones are probably House of Blues over there at downtown Disney.
They always have great sound. Always have great sound.
Yeah, good shows there. I've seen, I think, Ephraim actually play there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You played there a bunch, right?
Yeah. And the Doll Hut and the Juke Joint. Yeah.
What's the deal with the Doll Hut? It just reopened, right? The Doll Hut.
Yeah, opened back up.
You know about this?
Yeah, I don't know the story behind
Well,
it.
it's a Mexican bar now.
It was.
They're making
like a paisa bar?
Yeah, it's a paisa bar. But my buddy actually just got texted about
a
shows
chuti
going
bar
on there again.
Oh, they're doing a show there?
Yeah, they're doing
Someone's making a documentary about it right now, I heard.
Yeah, Rolling Stone,
Rolling Stone is?
Yeah.
The magazine?
Yeah.
Now,
They've
the
been
thing
there for a
about it,
minute.
I mean, you guys are all OC, so, like, what's the deal with the Doll Hut? I mean, I remember, like, there was a grand closing, like, 10 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah, the owner.
When Linda sold.
The original owner, yeah.
Linda's Doll Hut.
Someone rebought it.
Yeah.
And opened it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's open again.
Yeah.
Was that Mario that opened it back then? Or was it someone before him?
There was someone before him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, what about the Tropics Lounge? That's closed now,
I
right?
love the Tropics
They closed it down.
man.
Yeah.
Remember the Tropics Lounge?
What day did it close on?
Right after
Last week?
Christmas.
Oh, that was the final day, huh?
Yeah.
I remember It's Casual played
Legendary.
there once.
The film from that T-shirt is on the wall in there.
Was it?
Yeah.
The first F by Stereo shirt ever. Roland made it.
Really?
I still have, no, that was the negative. I have the positive.
Okay.
Why don't you guys?
I
Why don't you
have the
guys
negative.
do
I still have
a
it.
Death by Stereo Scum collaboration shirt?
I would love to do that.
Come on, like limited.
Yeah,
you
let's
know?
make that shirt again.
Yeah.
Do it. Do
I
it.
still got the film.
That'd be cool to make that shirt again.
I used to go see bands play at the
That's
Tropics.
a really good idea, dude.
And
Do that.
I played there once with Damnation. Remember that band Damnation?
Yeah.
It's Casual opened up from. This is like
That's
a lot.
cool.
Yeah. So I played there once, and then we used to go see a lot of bands.
Sean from Damnation's a cool dude.
Yeah. But
Al.
I mean, yeah, Al Garcia, man.
Yeah. Algie.
But the thing about it is, like, I mean, I know they've always used to have live shows before that era and just up till now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They were doing quite a few shows there, but yeah.
But the observatories, that venue's killing it right now.
Yeah, they're smashing it.
Dude,
they have a lot of good shows.
In under a year, I've been there 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Black Flag twice.
Yeah.
Misfits and Cypress Hill.
It's pretty good.
It's like they're throwing good shows, dude.
That's not too shabby.
I think they're beating everyone in Orange County right now.
By leaps and bounds.
I'm not sure if it still works, but I used to sneak into that place. I had a pretty good thing. All right, what you do is, I don't know if it still works, and I've been choked out and beat up for it. So if you want to go try it, you're hardcore and you don't
That's
have money, but you want to see
amazing,
this
dude.
band play, check it out. Worst comes to
I
worst,
know.
just bring some little snippers. All right, so check it out. What you do is you walk all the way around by the
Home Depot.
Yeah, exactly.
Home
For
Depot.
the Home Depot area. And right where there's a wall that goes straight, and then it starts to get a little kink in it, a little 6-foot kink. Well, that's where the backstage parking area is.
Yeah.
And right where there's ivy on the wall, so you can't really tell, but the barbed wire is not there. Well, you can get up on top of that fence right there, and then there's like the top of this tent, and that's where they keep all these fucking these chairs and these tables and these leather couches and shit, and they're all stacked up all the way up to the top of this tent thing. Well, there's these little twist ties at the top of the tent, and it's just cheap tent and like poles. Well, you just stick them through the holes, and they come out, these little like button type things. They just come out, and you just open it up so you can just give yourself birth and slide right in there onto these leather couches and stacks. And then you come out, and then you like peek through the thing, and you just watch the guy that hangs out by the front gate to let the cars in.
Yeah.
When he's not looking, you get out there and you sneak past behind all the guest buses, and then you go in this door and you're behind stage. Well, you just run past the curtain, run past the band, take a stage dive, dip, buy a drink.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you don't get choked out.
If you don't get choked out, take the stage dive.
Good.
Absolutely take the stage dive. Because one time, the singer from Scarlet Fever, Orange County band.
Oh, I remember Scarlet Fever.
Yeah, all right. So me and the singer, they were playing there, and the singer got kicked out, and then his buddy who came from Tokyo got kicked out with us. Well, my jacket was inside, and I was drunk.
Right?
Yeah, he's back there. I went and skated with him maybe 2 years ago out in Tokyo, but he's doing good. And so we get thrown out, and his buddy from Tokyo gets thrown out too, and he's just some student. And I was drunk and defiant. I was like, my jacket's in there, blah blah blah. So. That's how I discovered the hole in the thing, because I was like, I need to get back in here. They wouldn't let us in.
There's a way.
So I went in first. I was like, I found it, and I went in first, and then they started to go in, and so they started making the shake. The second dude, he started making it a bust, and I started, because I was already peeping out. I started seeing the security guard start looking back, and then I saw him radio, and I was like, oh, it's on. So I fucking just dipped out, and I ran in and went backstage. I didn't know which way to go, so I went into a dressing room and closed the door behind me, and I'm in the corner. Well, those assholes, they fucking opened up the door, and they were choking me out. And that singer from Exploded, Waddy, he was fighting the bouncers. He's
no
awesome.
way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he backed me. And I was sick too, so I was coughing all kinds of phlegm, bronchitis style, can't even breathe. I blacked out. I also got choked out by Gordon. Is that his name? Gordon from the Detours?
Yeah.
He choked me out the doll hut, and I woke up underneath the pool table.
Why did he choke you?
Kicked the owner in the stomach. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, who's all around? He said to save me because the bouncers were going to kick my ass because I was drunk and out of my mind. So he was like, oh, I choked you out so you don't get beat up. I was like, what the fuck? I woke up from the pool table not knowing what's going on. And so, anyone that was around me, I just started swinging and kicking. So I ended up kicking the owner at the time, Mario. He owned Circle M or Lethal Wheels or whatever back in the day. Kicked him in the stomach. Called Rick Agnew. I was like, I'm going to fucking, stab you. Who knows what?
Punk rock violence, dude. Right?
I was pissed. I was like, your fucking buddy took me out. I didn't fucking know. I was drunk and... The hut was crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen so many crazy things. I've seen Dinah Cancer from 45 Grave get punched out there.
Really?
Yeah.
For what happened?
By a chick?
By a dude.
By a dude?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
Guys hitting girls, dude.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I just seen it.
That shit's crazy.
It was crazy. I've seen TSOL play there. Me and my friend Mister, we were this got so wasted on a gallon of
Mister.
Yeah.
We were just telling the story yesterday too, or maybe last night. We're coming back from the bar. I was like, you see that rose bush?
Yeah, he does win.
He's the best.
He's rad.
He's absolute best. So we're seeing TSOL play. We're so wasted. I had some tweaker gave me a gallon. Remember that dude that used to bring free pizza to the skate park? That dude Mark from Top Class.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just gave me a gallon. He was spun out of his mind. He's like, here, just take a gallon. And I was like, yeah, dude.
What?
So I just end up with this, and I go to Mister's house before the show. I was like, yeah, TSOL. I was probably no, before that I was at Mister's. Or maybe I stopped. Who knows? I don't know. But I was on Mister's front porch, and I had 8 double shots out of his double shot misfit glass. How old was I? I was well under 21. I was just going there 16. I hopped the fence on crutches.
Back fence at Adult.
Yeah, I got shoved off the roof sneaking in by my buddy one time when I was on crutches, off the roof. That's my entry. Just fall into this patio and limp my ass into the bar.
Dude, whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes to get.
I guess so.
It's that pool mentality.
I have no clue how I got into that TSOL show. I just walked in because they had the back gate open because it was such a big show. I was like, fuck, that's where I hop in. I just walked in. I think I just waited for it, walked straight in with the bottle. Well, Mr. passed out first. I guess he got dropped off on Cholo's front lawn, which is right around the corner from Adult Hut.
No way.
He got dropped off there, and I guess I was I couldn't hold my head up. I just kept hitting it on the bar, and it'll snap right back up like a ball, and I'll just drop it back down. I was like, boom, boom. It was head banging to the fullest, on the bar on accident. And then I guess I was starting a mosh pit by the girls' bathroom. I was a fucking kid, and anyways, next thing I know, I'm getting sprayed down by a hose because I was dropped off on the front lawn too on Cholo's house. So I'm getting sprayed by the hose, and I was like, well, what's going on? And I grabbed it was this dude JP, also Scum Skates Redder.
Oh, JP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed the hose and I pulled the hose and I fucking spray down his girlfriend Heather, just spray her down. I can't even see. It was such an insane night. That night I fought Mister because he's gonna get beat up by the biggest dude ever.
You fought Mister?
Yeah. In my head I was like, pick on someone your own size, and I'm way smaller than him. But this dude was this giant dude. His hands the size of this dude's head. So I was like, he was gonna get beat up because he was, I don't know, whatever.
He got knocked out.
Who, Mister got knocked out?
Wow.
So wait, hold on, let's talk about Mister. Is he still around? Is he in Orange County?
Yeah.
He just had a kid named a girl named Exene.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Give it up.
He's got a little daughter named Exene.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. This guy sounds like he should be on the show.
He should be on the show.
I'll tell you one thing. As far as the sound at the observatory, I mean, I like it a lot, man. I think John did a great job with that.
John did a great place.
Yeah, and they got the Constellation
It sounds
room.
killer. They always have the best band.
And they have the Constellation room going too. That's like holds like 100 people in like a small room, right? 200 people.
Yeah.
Now, where do you guys go to drink? What are your bars, man?
Bars, local bars.
Yeah, what are some of your favorite bars?
It was one of them was the Tropics, but
It was the Tropics?
Yeah,
Remember
mine
way
was
back
Tropics too.
Way back in the day, we used to always go to 2J's.
2J's, yeah.
And then it changed.
But yeah,
TJ's,
TJ's
that
different.
was,
That's all the good ones have changed.
Mario used to
2J's.
put bands there.
What's that?
PJ's.
They have bands, yeah. Occasionally play there now.
Yeah.
And the Juke Joint too. Always go there.
Juke Joint's great.
What about
Anaheim.
Slide Bar?
Slide Bar.
Great.
Yeah.
Free bands all the time.
Yeah.
Hate that place.
What about what about other watering holes though? Like are there any little best kept secrets that like your little local dives that you like to post up at?
Dude, Juke Joint's killer.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're really cool. They
Bottoms Up's pretty cool.
Pour
Me and her
super
were there,
heavy.
like the last 3 days besides last night because they wouldn't let her in because he lost her ID.
Where do you go for Mexican food?
Mexican, probably Mexicasa.
Yeah.
Mesicaca is what we used to call it.
Mexicaca?
We used to call it Mesicaca.
That's such a little secret spot. I was drinking there when I was such a little kid. My friend's mom was
Yeah, it's
working
cheap.
there.
It's like
like
it's the cheapest, best Mexican food you'll have in town.
Is it like a like
The
a
cheapest-
stand or a
cheapest
restaurant?
No, it's like a sit down.
Really?
Cash
Dude,
only.
it's all dingy. It's like a dive bar of restaurants. It's so
Yeah, it's
cheap. They
weird.
give you
It's
these
all
free
dark in
chips,
there.
like beers like
Epic.
$1.25. It's like insane.
$1.25.
A lot of
So
families
rad.
in there eating. It's great.
People just post
we gotta
it up.
go.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Dude,
You'd
it's
really
epic.
like it.
Check it
Everyone
out.
that comes to my town to come skate,
You buy meth
I
out
take
the
them there
back.
every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's your local. That's your local
That's-
spot.
that's the
like
one.
go session and go eat there.
Either that or El Farolito. El Farolito's
El
good.
Farolito's really good.
Oh, I've
the
heard of
OG
that
one. The
place.
OG one in Placentia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old Town.
What about the restaurant El Cholo?
Yeah.
Oh, Whittier?
Yeah,
Whittier Boulevard?
Whittier
Yeah.
Boulevard.
Actually,
El
I've
Cholo.
never been there yet.
Have you ever been there?
Cholo's great.
Nah,
Dude, you
I
gotta
need to go there.
I
Your
just
place, dude.
No,
I just
Cholo.
went there last
I've
night.
been out to the one out in Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah, I just went to El Cholo last night on Flower in downtown.
Nice.
I've been to Cholos out in Hawaii, though.
Oh, really?
That restaurant out there.
That's cool.
You went to that one?
Yeah, and actually, the owner skates and stuff too, even though he's not affiliated with it anymore, but had made a bowl, skate bowl, and call it the Cholo Bowl.
No way. That's cool.
Dude, there should be a
Yeah.
Cholo Bowl in Fullerton.
There should be a
There should be a
Cholo
Cholo
Bowl.
Bowl in every city.
I think so.
You know
I
what a
think
Cholo
so.
Bowl is?
Yeah,
It's
there
like
should.
it's a bowl to skate, right? Everyone's skating, but then there's Cholo smoking bowls of weed on the side.
That's amazing. A Cholo
That was
Bowl.
Fullerton Skate Park.
Yeah, so is a Cholo Bowl like a gangster rip?
Yeah, okay.
When you
Here's the
pass
deal.
it, and they're just like,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Now, do you know the term gangster rips? Like, you
Gangster
know,
rips.
like you growing up and your friends are smoking weed, and like, you know, instead of saying, "Let me have a hit of that," they say, "Let me take a rip of that."
Let me take a rip of that, eh?
And what's funny, like,
And then they go.
you be hanging out at a ramp,
dog?
and then like the local gangsters are hanging out, and like they don't got no money or no weed.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is like when you pass the weed, they like hold it or all. Like they don't let it go. I'm like, dude, this dude's taking gangster rips, bro. Don't
Hell
snap.
yeah, those are gangster
so
rips.
like when a friend who like is not a cholo or a chola like smokes like that, I'm like, dude, what's up with the fucking gangster rips? Mellow out.
Yeah.
Don't trip.
Dude, my buddy at the Fullerton
trip,
skate
eh?
park growing up, this dude Silos, he was the worst. He had his own technique. Like he called it was like he would go first gear, second gear, third gear.
No way.
He's like sixth gear. Like he was like a bully, you know.
Amazing.
You don't have a light, like if you don't have a light or something,
Yeah,
he's
you go,
like,
like,
oh, I'll light your cigarette. The hand that you block the wind with when you go to light
Yeah.
the cigarette, he just pinches it with his thumb and forefinger, just snatches the cigarette right out of your mouth. Skates
No
off.
way.
Skates off, chase around the skateboard
No
with your cigarette.
way.
Scandalous.
Amazing.
It's a good one. It worked on
That's
her
funny.
last night.
What about you, Ephraim? Let's talk about your favorite bars. Well, Juke Joint.
I love the Juke Joint.
Yeah?
I like the Sunset Lounge in Fullerton. That's a great bar. It's in Euclid and Orangethorpe in Fullerton.
Pretty cool.
It's a classic old man bar.
Keep it
you know?
divey.
Yeah, keep
Play
it
some
real
darts.
divey. Yeah.
They got karaoke there.
Let's go deep into Anaheim to Sugars.
There's a pool right next to Sugar's, like right now. Right next to Sugar's.
Really?
Look over that wall.
What about Rob?
It's all good at Sugar's, dude. We'll go
No one wants to skate that. Go there and tell me you skated it. I swear. Anyone, email me a photo. Send me to my Instagram. Tag it.
That's so cool.
Grind it. I'll give you a skateboard.
What about Rob's favorite watering holes in Orange County?
In Orange County, Lucky John's.
Lucky John's.
Lucky John's is
Lucky
great.
John's is fun.
Shout out to all our homies, our homegirls.
Yeah, homegirls work there.
Yeah, Sam works there.
Sam, Tatum. Euclid and Orangethorpe, right?
Yeah, it's cat a corner from the Sunset Lounge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And behind the 7-Eleven.
You know what else I like? In La Habra, heads or tails, you can play horseshoes in the back.
You can?
In La Habra, really?
Yeah,
That's like
little
in
dirt
La
pads
Habra.
and horseshoes.
Yeah.
Come on.
You gotta come out, man.
Yeah.
Hang out on our side of town.
Totally, man. I'll take the Montebello Line 10 to Whitwood Mall, then transfer on the OCTA, dude.
Wow, the Whitwood
Perfect.
Mall. I know how to get around OC.
Pretty cool.
OCTA.
No cars.
Nice.
No
Car
cars
free.
at all, this guy.
I
Car
got no
free.
car.
That's what's up. Car free.
Right. Now, you know what, Rob? What about
Yeah.
Mexican food for Rob? Like what's your spots in OC?
My grandma's house is the best Mexican food on the planet.
I bet.
You know, I'll just throw that in there. But
Is that a popular restaurant? Because every dude you talk to goes, my grandma's house is the best Mexican food ever.
Best
I want to go to that
Mexican
restaurant.
Pretty cheap.
Yeah, I know, right? I want to go to this place, my grandma's house.
Mexico 1900, actually located next to the Gold Brick Bar. What else?
Where's that?
Off La Mirada Boulevard and
In Whittier.
Yeah, in Whittier.
The Gold Brick.
The Gold Brick.
Yeah.
It's the best bar ever.
Is that like, that's considered like borderline La Mirada, right?
Yeah. It's like the very end of it. Like Whittier, La Mirada, like right there.
Gold Brick Trivia, Robbo's band Caustic filmed a video there.
We did film a video there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
fun fact, right?
$20 you can get blacked out. You know, you can't beat that.
Oh, so $20? I mean,
like $20 can literally get you wasted there, no problem.
Because it's so cheap.
It's so cheap.
I
It's
love
great.
that.
I love that place. No windows. You know.
It's like one of those old school strip mall, like Whittier, Norwalk bars.
Exactly. With
Total
the
old man.
Like the shag rug and has like the rock facade. It's awesome.
Yeah. The rock facade. It gets all like the inside of the Brady Bunch house.
Yeah, exactly. The rock facade on the outside. I love it.
Dude, you know what? There's two. I'm going to go off on a little tangent here, but there's two bars in Whittier that are reminiscent of that. Like, you know, I think Poor Denny's.
Oh, yeah. Poor Denny's is rad.
It's very much like that. And it's
Off
like
Whittier Boulevard.
$20 you can get blacked out.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of thing.
I like the cost of getting blacked out. Like, do you go to bars and just be like, hey, man, how much is this to get blacked out? 40? I can get it for 20 over
Well,
here.
most places are like 60, 70 bucks,
Right.
and you're like, oh, man, I'm bored.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like it's like getting into the old man years. Like when you buy beer for your house, you're like, man, you know, it's not that much money when you buy it from the market, but you go to House of Blues,
It's a lot.
and you buy like two
A
drinks,
$9 tall
and,
boy.
you know,
Yeah,
I mean, the markup, the business of alcohol has such a huge, healthy profit margin. You know, you buy two drinks at a bar at the Sunset House of Blues, and it's like a tall can of Pabst and like a well drink, and they're like $22, and I'm like, that's all I get for $22.
Lame.
It's not the fact that it's $22. It's like, that's all I get, a tall can of Pabst.
Start bringing a flask in, man.
Start.
Seriously.
Start, you know.
Start.
Well, if you haven't already.
I start.
So the Gold Brick,
Right?
so the
Yeah,
Gold
just bring
Brick,
a flask.
is there bands there?
You know what? They've had a couple bands there, but the
That's
place,
not consistent though,
It's
right?
not a consistent thing. Like,
Not
it's
a
not
real
a venue.
venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heads or Tails is more.
Oh, really?
They have shows
Really?
often.
Where can you smoke cigarettes at 6 in the morning and play pool?
Oh,
King Eddie's.
That's
the
what we should be
Sportsman's
talking
Lounge
about.
off Imperial.
limits.
Actually, know where
Imperial
that's
and like
at.
Gilbert or Euclid or,
Yeah, I used to-
or
bar off
Brookhurst.
Euclid,
What's
off
that bar
limits.
right there?
Imperial and Brookhurst. Isn't that Heads or Tails?
It's on Imperial between like.
It's not Duffy's.
I think in Duffy's. I think
Duffy's
it might
is
be
great.
Duffy's.
I love
You
Duffy's.
can smoke cigarettes
The
there at
front
6
door
in the
looks like
morning
a
when you're
keg
binge
barrel.
drinking.
Oh,
A
yeah.
keg
You
barrel?
walk in, yeah. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, the barrel.
If you,
That's the one.
if you have 20 people
Thank
in
you.
Duffy's, it's slammed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually
Super
run
dive.
I don't
cigarettes
think
out of
I've
the
ever
claw
been
machine in
there.
there.
I've drove by in it.
It's great.
But if you're into binge drinking, you're up all
But
night with some girls, you can go there 6 in the
The
morning.
all-time number one classic Fullerton dive bar that ever existed,
What?
no longer exists, was Mickey's Dive Bar.
Yeah, Mickey's.
Yeah, because you could be like 16 and just walk in there. And like, it's cool. Mickey's behind the, what you want? You know? Like,
Whoa.
yeah, it's crazy. But
And
there
then
was
the
like
good
punk rock on the
jukebox,
jukebox.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, wow.
jukebox.
But that's where a lot of dudes from bands went.
Yeah.
Like
What
way
about that?
older than
That Fender
my
bar.
generation.
You guys ever drink at that
Oh, the Fender
bar?
Cafe? Yeah. But by Fender Avenue or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. I never really drank there though.
Yeah, I drank
How
it.
was it?
It was okay.
It was okay.
Whatever.
So Cholo, what's
It wasn't divey enough, you know what I mean?
what's
It
in
wasn't
store for
divey enough.
2014 for Scum? You guys got like let's talk about your new models coming out.
There's There's a few new models we're going to do. We're going to do a new one for Screech. And
okay.
New Rick Blackheart model and probably just a few other graphics to get going.
When are those going to be available?
Probably in the next month or two.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And is there going to be like a pre-order up on your site?
Yeah, we'll have photos and stuff. We'll
Killer.
update everything and when they get out.
Now, with all this beer and food talk, where do you guys go to skate in Fullerton? Like what? There's Fullerton Skate Park.
Yeah, there's Fullerton.
Is that your
independent skate park? Yeah. Fullerton. Yeah,
and
that's
they're
pretty
both
much
at
our
Fullerton.
local spot. Yeah,
It's your main jam.
Yeah.
Are there any ditches or any pools happening right now?
There's always pools there.
There's pools around, yeah.
One time I was told from Lloyd Darwin Chase from the Indigents.
Yeah.
Rad local band when I grew up.
Yeah, great band.
Played every dive bar in town. He told me every one of these neighborhoods probably has like 5 empty pools in it. I went right directly across the field from the skate park, looked over the fence, and found an empty pool. Walked the, like 6 houses down, looked over the fence, found another empty pool. That changed everything for me. After that, the hunt was on. Like
those keywords, huh?
You just got to put some time in. You can find out.
Yeah.
There's a new ditch in Fullerton, right where that Craig Park was or whatever. Or Like right there's like a ditch and you could walk through. They remodeled the back of it, if anyone noticed from the
You mean like the wave back there?
No, not that part. There's another part, like more closer towards that Wendy's on Imperial.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you could walk through the tunnel and then there's like a ditch and like a field. Well, they remodeled that and now there's this cool wall ride thing that you could go up and even ride the side of the bridge. Chase Webb just like got some footage on it doing a wall ride on top of the bridge and tugged out. So that's a cool new ditch.
That's epic. Yeah.
The pools, I know you got to be secretive because you don't want people like cramming your style. But
right?
But I mean, are there pools in Fullerton right now that you guys have on lockdown?
No.
There's not any permissions going right now that I know of. I mean, there's houses that I know of that even one like there's like green water there for sale. I don't have a pump or a car right now. I'm too lazy right now to go tell other people or try to do whatever. Like I don't know, but they're there. There's a pool like there's that pool where they have the Model T cars in the backyard. And they only check on it once every Sunday. Nothing's ever changed there. It's just full of like cat shit and like who knows how much dirty water.
Right.
It's not the greatest
like, you
pool,
can go there
so
whenever.
it's not worth.
There's pools I know of. There's that one that's like an industrial thing, like sort of like right by the Scum Shop. Remember I told Jared they skated it
right
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's always there, but it just sucks. So you don't go. Fuck it. Go somewhere else.
Speaking of the Scum Shop, where's the Scum Shop? And tell people, let people know where they can come to you direct. And
it's in Fullerton. It's the address is 1875 West Commonwealth, Unit C.
Very close to the Tropics Lounge.
Yeah, I was almost.
That's
right
right.
across
Was
the
your
street
spot,
from
right?
from the Tropics. Yeah.
Ephraim, let's talk about your shop.
Program. We're on State College in Chapman. I got a lot of records in there.
Let's talk about that. How about the
records
website?
going?
Is the website up?
We're on Facebook.
Facebook?
We're redesigning the website. So
Program with 2 M's.
Yes, European style.
Yeah.
Program.
Yeah. And it's half records, half skate. You guys put boards together there, so it's not just like you're selling decks.
Absolutely.
You know?
Keeping culture alive.
Yeah, of
music,
course.
Music goes hand in hand.
And vinyl of all things as
Absolutely,
well.
dude.
And you guys are doing in stores also.
Yeah, we've had bands play.
and photo showings.
Yeah, we've had photo showings, art shows, hip hop dudes, hardcore bands, punk bands.
Awesome, man.
Pretty cool.
It's like a skate shop, a music store, a clothing store, and a gallery and a venue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
State College of Chapman.
It is programmed.
Yeah.
So isn't I had a video premiere played there.
I know. I was there. Yeah.
Faded. I was hanging out. I didn't want to go in. Whatever. I was having a hard time. Whatever. Do you have someone else that
we have partners? Fabrizio's one
Fabrizio's. All right, that's what I thought. See, I didn't know you had anything to do with that.
My friend Chris,
I knew him for that, and so I was
got me in
on
and
his
then
cause.
introduced me to him. He brought him in. He's like, cool dude, man.
Oh wow,
you guys should check out Fabrizio's pad, dude.
Oh, he's been building that stuff,
dude. Yeah, it's in Lake Elsinore. Dude, we could totally go. Yeah, we could all go down there anytime, dude.
Yeah.
He's always skating. It's fucking crazy. His backyard is nuts, dude.
I'm down.
Yeah, we should go check it out.
Yeah,
he's always happy.
Always.
He's always happy.
Always.
He's
like a genuinely like true like
happy person.
Happy, just giving. Yeah. It's like giving guy. You know?
Like all open. Is totally like at peace with everything.
Absolutely.
This killer, man. What's your website?
Our website is scumskateboards.com. And then the Instagram scumskates for that. And then
what about Facebook?
Facebook, it's Scum Skateboards.
Killer.
Yeah.
Well, that's the 104th episode of Los Angeles Nista. Thank you, gentlemen.
No problem.
Thanks for coming. Scum Skateboards, Cholo, and Screech. Thank you so much.
Take it easy, guys.
Bravo.